It's not about falling down. It's about how fast you can get up after you have fallen down. That's where the magic is.
Discover what it takes to be a world-class entrepreneur.
No success story ever happened without any struggle at the beginning.
And how you can have it all from the greatest minds in business.
Why do you think people give up when business gets tough?
Welcome to the Woman Entrepreneur Podcast. Here is your host, international award-winning entrepreneur and founder of Woman Entrepreneur, Erna Basson.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Women Entrepreneur Podcast. And today I am so excited for our guest, as she's all the way from the US. I bring you Lilly Ghalichi live on our podcast right now. Hi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
We are so excited to have you. And you know what? I cannot wait for this to be broadcasted, as I know that the ladies will get so much value from you. As you have built an Instagram empire, you have built a product-based empire, and you're a mom. I mean, you're 7 months pregnant, right?
I'm not a mom yet. She's still in the belly.
There we go. Working on it. A mom in progress.
Almost.
Yeah. And you're about 2 months away, right, for giving birth? And how are you? And how is that? How do you feel about that?
It's starting to get real. My husband and I set up her nursery last night.
Oh.
Waking up this morning and walking by the nursery, we were both like, oh my God, we're having a baby. Like, it's starting to get very real. So it's very exciting.
That's crazy. I've got two myself, and aged, yes. One is turning 4 and the one just turned 6. So it's amazing. Both are boys. And yours?
A girl.
Oh my word. I would love to have a girl, but I'll just take her shopping all the time. I think that will be a problem. My husband will be like, no, you need to stop shopping now at the moment. Yeah. But thank you so much for being on our show today. So we will just get right into it, and let's do it. So my first question is, who are you? And please give us a bit of background on where you started from and where you are now and how you did that.
Sure. So I was born in Houston, Texas, which I don't know if you guys have heard of Texas and New Zealand, but it's basically cowboys.
Yes.
Growing up, I dreamed of becoming a lawyer. So I went to law school. I moved to LA for law school. I passed the bar. I started practicing as a lawyer. I hated my life. And there's nothing against lawyers. There's nothing against practicing law. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't tap into that creative aspect of my mind.
Yeah.
It was more just legal paperwork. So I quit my job and decided to pursue my dreams in beauty and fashion. And I figured, you know what? I'll always have my law degree.
Exactly.
If this doesn't work out, I can go back. Thankfully, it worked out.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to go back. My first company I ever launched was a bikini line.
Oh, wow.
I just, I kept going. I just launched one company after another, and here I am today.
Yeah. And do you still have that bikini line, or did you sell it out?
I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
With the invent of basically social media and online retailing, the bikini line kind of became irrelevant. It was a luxury high-end line, so the bikinis were $300-400.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can go online and buy a bikini for $9.99 or
Yeah. No, I get it. You need to stay relevant. I think with any business, that's the success of any business. Now, I know that you were a reality star on Shores of Sunset. How did that TV show change your life?
It changed it in so many ways. Pros, it gave me this platform of millions and millions of people that were able to discover me and my brand. I had my bikini line on the show. Oh,
wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so people are watching you, whether they love you or they hate you on the show.
They still watch?
They're discovering you. So it did give me a platform, and for that, I'm very thankful.
Yeah.
Cons, I was on a reality show. It's a lot of fighting, a lot of negativity. You know,
Drama, just drama.
Just drama. And I'm not a dramatic person. I'm a very non-confrontational person. So I quit the show after a year and a half. I couldn't handle it, but I don't regret doing it because it gave me that exposure.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. And one of the biggest questions we ask all our celebrities that comes on, from Grant Cardone, Kim Kiyosaki, Kayla Itsines, is what is the 5 biggest life and business lessons you have learned throughout your career? I'm looking for 5.
5. That's
5.
A great. So I'm gonna put them on the
Break it down.
Number 1, which is the single-handed most important piece of advice I try to give women and men everywhere is to start.
Yeah.
Everybody has amazing ideas. Maybe you have an idea for a product. Maybe you have an idea for a business, a service, but they don't start. They talk about the idea. They dream about the idea. But until you actually do something and start, you'll never know. You could be the next billion-dollar brand. So number 1, start.
Yeah.
Don't wish, don't just want, do.
Yeah.
My second piece of advice is to work hard every single day. Becoming successful is not a race, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
So it's not about like, I need to do everything I need to do in the next week and become $1 billion company overnight. No.
Yeah.
Who's going to succeed are the companies that put in the work every single day. That would be my third piece of advice. Slow down, relax, and just have a strong and steady work ethic.
Yeah.
Number 3, accept that mistakes and failure will happen.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, whether you're Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. Look, he just lost a huge lawsuit.
Wow.
Everyone will make mistakes.
Of
and
course.
if you go into it with the mentality that failure is a part of success, it will make those mistakes a learning process. So rather than being devastated when something unfortunate happens in your business and letting it destroy you, you will already be prepared. Like, okay, instead of crying over spilt milk, how am I going to learn from this? How am I going to fix this? How are we going to make sure this never happens again?
Exactly.
And my next piece of advice would be to ignore the noise. I think a lot of the most brilliant minds and brilliant ideas, they think outside the box.
Yeah.
And that might not always be accepted. For example, when I launched my 3D lashes, many people told me, like my makeup artist friends, some of the biggest makeup artists in the world, they're like, you know, you like these, but it's too much for the everyday person. Yeah. And if you listen to that noise and you let people's opinions affect your vision and your dream, that's a mistake. So trust your instinct, do what you want, and you never know.
Exactly.
So I think that was 4.
Yeah, and the last one?
My last piece of advice would be to don't live to work. Yeah. I think a lot of entrepreneurs have that problem is they let their business, and my husband and I both struggle from this, become their whole life. From the moment they wake up until the moment they go to sleep, they're working, because when you have your own business, it never ends. Yeah. But you remember that work and success is not everything in life. Family, friendships, experiences. So make sure you find time for those other things so that you have a balanced, beautiful life.
Exactly. And I think it's all about balance. You don't just want to be, you don't just want to work. And I actually can relate with you on that, is that I find myself constantly just working all the time, morning, afternoon, nights, everything. And we have 2 kids, and it's a struggle. It's a lot. It's a lot
to juggle.
Yeah, and I mean, we immigrated from South Africa last year to New Zealand, so I'm not a authentic Kiwi. I'm not a born Kiwi, born in New Zealand. I'm born in South Africa. So we went through an immigration last year. It's a lot. And if you're going to be focusing on working, and don't have that balance of family, of time, it's going to drive you nuts.
Yeah. And, time is your most valuable asset. You can never get it back.
True.
And when
100%.
go off to college, and you're going to look back and be like, did I spend enough time with them?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. Now, let's talk about Lilly Lashes. Why eyelash extensions, and how did it start?
Woohoo! I'm in my Lilly Lashes office right now doing this interview at my desk.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
So Lilly Lashes, I am most proud of all my businesses. It has grown to become the #1 most successful prestige lash brand in the world.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah. Now, how it started is a very interesting story. It was by accident.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was filming The Shaws of Sunset at the time, and my character was me, big hair, big makeup.
Yeah.
At the time, you only had 2 options in lashes. Barely there human hair.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Glitter, plastic.
Yeah.
So we were taking the human hair and we were gluing on 3 or 4 pairs in order to get the look that I wanted.
Yes.
Lashes alone would take 30 minutes.
Wow.
I thought to myself, there has to be a better way.
Yeah.
So I found a lash manufacturer. I glued together my 4 pairs. I sent it to them, and they made me 1 lash that had it all.
Oh, wow.
I decided to do a blog post. There was no Instagram at the time, and say, hey, I made these lashes. Does anybody else want some? And I had hundreds of emails. So I realized that I'm not the only one that wants outrageous lashes, and Lilly Lashes was born.
That is amazing. And how old is Lilly Lashes? When did you start it?
5.5 years.
Oh, wow. That's insane. That's great. And I saw that you guys are now available in Sephora. Congratulations. How did that happen? Like, how did that change your business from selling online to actually being in retail right now?
It's been tremendous. I think that, online is the way most people shop now. Yeah. But with that said, when you need a product last minute, it's so to run to your neighborhood Sephora store and be able to pick it up. So I think it's made us a lot more accessible to every glam girl. And it's just easier. There's no wait time. There's no shipping cost. You can literally walk in and walk out with your Lilly Lashes. Exactly.
And obviously you guys are pushing more quantity out now, so you're making more profits, you're negotiating better prices for your and would you say the growth has doubled, tripled since you're in Sephora, or what would you say?
We launched in Sephora this year, so I'll have to answer that question at the end.
A bit later. Okay, all right. And
we launched in April, so it's a little difficult to tell exactly.
Okay, awesome. And are you only available in Sephora, the US, or are you globally?
So right now, we're only available in Sephora, US, but we're currently...
That's so big. That's huge.
We're currently working in many other regions and many other stores that you may have heard, such as Douglas. Yeah. Ulta. I don't think you guys have Ulta, but we will be being globally in 2019.
That's amazing. Sephora Australia will be an amazing market for you, because Australia is huge. That's all they do is beauty stuff, tan stuff, makeup stuff, hair stuff. That's it. That is what Australia's about.
They're all golden and
exactly. It's the whole sun kiss thing. Because I go to Australia once a month for business. Wow. So I see it all the time. Like, you can go into a mall and all the stores are like not so busy, but when you see a Sephora, there's like 200 girls in that store. It's always busy. Busy. So I think that was a brilliant move. And the vision that you had for Lilly Lashes, has it always remained the same, or did it change from time to time?
It's always evolving. And I think that is true for every business, because you have to evolve with a society. So, for example, if you're a brick and mortar store, with the advent of the internet, you got to become an e-com store.
Of course.
with your customer, you're going to die. So my vision for Lilly Lashes evolves year over year as the market evolves. I think when I started, I never imagined I would make lashes for men.
What?
And and now we make lashes specifically with men in mind. It's called our So Extra collection. They're longer and fuller since men have more deep set eyes and larger protruding. So, that vision has evolved. Now our brand is tailoring not just to women that wear makeup, but also men.
That's amazing. And what is your best tips you can give to entrepreneurs that want to dominate their product market? If they have a product, if it's cell phone covers, or if it's computers, or a hair care range, what advice can you give to those people that wants to dominate their market?
So I think market leaders are always the innovators. You know, is Spanx for a reason. Beauty Blender is Beauty Blender for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
They did something in their category, like makeup sponges, that didn't exist. And when you can think of a product that fulfills a need that doesn't exist, the potential is huge. Even coffee, like everyone makes beauty blenders now, but everyone calls it Beauty Blender because she was the first. She dominated. So I would say to be innovative and just try to market yourself as much as you can. You could have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows you exist, you'll not be successful.
And Lilly Lashes has collaborated with the world's biggest stars. Kim Kardashian, J-Lo, Christina Aguilera, Khloe Kardashian. How did you get involved with those celebrities? How did you get your brand in front of those celebrities and actually get them to wear them?
That's a great question. So celebrity makeup artists are a huge target for my brand, and that's who's doing Kim's makeup.
Of course.
Mario.
Yeah. He's so awesome.
He got Mario a package of lashes. He loved them. He used them on Kim, and then Kim loved them. And she's like, wow, what are these? I want more. And so you have to think of a creative way.
I love that.
If you just contact Kim directly, her people are going to be like,
exactly. I think at this point, Kim is like, she's so untouchable. You won't even get through to her. So I like that you actually went through a makeup artist that actually does her makeup.
And that's gone on every major celebrity. And then the celebrity falls in love, and we start getting emails from their personal assistants like, hi, J-Lo, I will never forget when J-Lo's team reached out to us and they're like, can you send us 60 pairs for her residency in Vegas? And
it's
we
like,
were
yes. That is, I love that. And you always launching new collections. What is your advice to people that wants to launch a new collection? Is there specific things you have to look at once you say, all right, so we have let's say for instance, lashes, we have the classic lash range, but now we're going to move into a 3D range. What process do you go through when you want to launch a new product line, a new collection, or a new collaboration?
That's a great question. So a few different processes. Number one, you want to look at your customer. If you're an established business, learn your customer. How old are they? What's their income level? Where do they live? So that you can tailor your new products for them. If your customer base is 18 to 25, you don't need to release wrinkle creams.
Exactly.
They're not interested in that. And so know your customer. Number two is to know the market and predict future trends. So, don't just launch what was successful last year. What was successful last year might not be popular this year.
Of course.
So, aside from learning your customer, learn the market and the industry and try to predict where it's headed.
Yeah. And if we can move over to social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, what do you prefer? What is your most successful channel?
I like Instagram only because it's easy. I recently started a YouTube page, which I'm having a lot of fun with, but it's so much freaking work.
Yeah.
You have to film the video. You have to edit the video. It's a lot easier to just take a selfie and upload to Instagram.
Yeah.
So I prefer Instagram. I do like how Facebook allows clickable links.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to, in the caption, link directly. Instagram, you can
It's
only
bio. Yeah. So I think like every platform has its own use.
Absolutely.
And do you use your social media platforms differently? So you use Instagram differently than you will use Facebook or YouTube or Twitter?
Absolutely. So Instagram is more like instant gratification, but you have to also keep in mind that 2 hours later, that post is irrelevant.
Of course.
And no one's going to go search on Instagram. YouTube, you have to keep in mind that that's Google searchable.
Exactly.
So the content you're gonna release on YouTube needs to be tailored to people searching for your product. Like for us, lashes, false lashes, 3D lashes.
How to apply lashes or
exactly.
I'm also, we have a hair extension line called Arabella. That's one of my companies. And we are also just going into YouTube at the moment because everyone's always looking like, how do I clip in my hair extensions? Or how does taping versus clipping work? And at the end of the day, YouTube actually gives you SEO ranking, which is fantastic, which you don't get in social media. So if we can remain on this topic, as you have YouTube influencers and you have Instagram influencers, what do you prefer?
I love them all.
Yeah.
I think that YouTube definitely has a bigger impact as far as sales of our product goes. And we don't, my guess why is if someone's taking the time to watch a YouTube video, they're laser focus engaged.
Exactly.
Versus Instagram, you're just scrolling your feed.
Exactly. You're swiping.
So maybe something won't catch your attention. Even if it does, you just have a minute, maybe you're walking in the car. Versus YouTube, if you've sat down to watch a YouTube video, you're dedicated to watching that video.
Exactly. And how do you think the new IGTV will change your business?
I personally don't think IGTV is going to take off. I could be completely wrong. There was a time when I was like, nobody's going to care about Instagram.
I was the same. I'm like, I'm not going to go to Instagram. I'm going to focus on my Facebook. Instagram is going to close down. And now I'm like, why didn't I go to Instagram so much sooner?
But I do feel that Instagram story is so awesome that I find it difficult that people are going to check their feed, check their stories, and go check IGTV.
Yeah.
That's like one too many applications for me. And the few times I have been on IGTV, people are just posting repeat content that I've already seen in their feed. So unless people start to post original content, that's why people watch stories, because it's different.
Exactly. It's like, I think stories is like what's happening right now. So would you say that you like stories more than you like the Instagram feed?
I do,
Yeah.
I stories, but now I love them.
No, I'm also addicted to stories because I feel like, and also the swipe up action, you can link. So I think that is amazing for any product business. And my next question was about, on your 4 million followers on Instagram, congratulations. How did that happen? And how long did you take to build that? And what is the advice you can give to entrepreneurs that wants to build their Instagram platform organically?
So I built mine organically. I've never bought a single follower. My advice would be the same advice I have for your business. It's not a race. It's a marathon. So you need to pump out new content every single day. And don't get discouraged if after 2 months, after 1 year, you haven't had your big relevant break that skyrocketed you. All it takes is one engaging post. An example I love to give is Nikki Tutorials. Nikki Tutorials is one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. And she was a YouTube for a very long time before she became extremely popular. She had that one video, The Power of Makeup, where she only and it went viral. So just keep at it, keep posting every day. And my last piece of advice there is to decide who you are on Instagram. and just be that.
Yes.
Don't post makeup today, food tomorrow, athletics the next day. Like decide what you are, what niche you are, because the people following you are following you to see that.
Yeah.
And if I'm posting about makeup, but then for 2 weeks, all I post about motorcycles, people can't follow me. They can't follow me.
I think it's all about consistency. You need to be consistent in the content that you're posting about. So, no, I totally agree with you there. And your e-commerce store, are there specific apps that you have that makes it so successful what it is today? And what is a few tips that you can give to people that wants to build a successful e-commerce store?
Sure. So Lilly Lashes is built on an e-commerce platform called Shopify.
Yeah, I love Shopify.
The biggest e-com stores are built on that, from Kylie Cosmetics to KKW Cosmetics to Fashion Nova. Everyone, not everyone, but 99% of large are on Shopify.
Yeah.
I'm idiot proof because I understand it. I would encourage anyone that wants to launch an e-com store to look up Shopify.
I 100% agree with you. And what I love about Shopify is you can just literally plug in different apps to make your store look beautiful and also work a bit better. So what are some of the apps that you use in your store to generate more sales or to get clients back or anything like that?
Sure. So we have a few different ones. We use different promo apps to run sales, like buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
I think it's called Ultimate Special Offers.
Yeah.
We use ShipStation, another plugin that makes it super easy to ship your orders when you're getting thousands and thousands of orders a day.
Yeah.
You can't be printing from Shopify. So ShipStation has been extremely valuable. I would say that those are two apps that we really like.
Yeah. And how many orders are you guys doing a day at the moment for Lilly Lashes?
I can't reveal that.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. No, that's fine. A lot. So it's like thousands, basically.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Okay. No, you know what? That is so amazing that e-commerce, I think e-commerce just allows everyone actually to be an entrepreneur, be successful, start small and scale. So that is one of the biggest things and a quick question is how did the product-based company that you, with product-based companies, you actually have to put money up in front, where with a service-based company, it's, you just run with it. So people pay you before the service gets delivered. Do you think it's harder to have a product-based company versus a service-based company?
I think it's harder to start up for the reason that you said. There is initial investment, and there's a larger risk. It might not be successful, but the reward is also greater with a service-based company. Like, I look at my friends that are doctors or dentists and makeup artists. At the end of the day, they're one person with two hands. They can be in one place at one time.
Exactly.
Versus having a product-based business, you reach billions of people all over the world at the same exact second.
Yeah.
I would say it is a bigger risk and harder, but the reward is also great.
Yes, and it's more scalable. It's more scalable. Yeah. And if you could do it all over again, would you change anything, and what will that be?
Oh, I would change so many things. It's always 2020 in hindsight. Looking back, you're like, oh, I should have done this. I would say the biggest thing I would have done is launch my 3D Minx earlier.
Okay.
I to a lot of people in my life kind of discouraging me, telling me it's too much, it's too dramatic.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time. And they ended up becoming the most successful lashes in the world. So I would just ignore the noise and do it early.
Yeah. And I want to get back to the influences again in terms of on YouTube, Lilly Lashes is everywhere. I mean, if I'm scrolling through or I'm on my Instagram, it's like lashes, Lilly Lashes. It's like, how do you get in front of those? How do you get the attention of those bloggers, makeup artists, and YouTubers?
So the trick there is getting the attention of somebody influential.
Yes, of course.
So whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, there are people that are extremely influential on that platform.
Yeah.
And you can get your lash in the hands of,
Kim Kardashian. Yeah. J-Lo.
You are gonna just naturally reach every single person under them. And that's where we've been so lucky. We've had such big influential people use and post about our lashes. So all the rest just organically happen.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think it goes back to doing something creative that you said previously on how to get to the celebrities, go through the makeup artists or the hairstylists, people that work with them. So my second last question is, what do you think about the Women Entrepreneur platform that's delivering all this valuable content, podcasts, magazines on truly helping women succeed in business?
I think it's fantastic. I will say this. I think women have come to an era where we want to help each other. We want to uplift each other. And I think we've realized that men sort of want to oppress us a little.
Yeah.
I not to say all men. There's a lot of men that are very supportive and encouraging, but it's like we can have the babies.
Yeah.
And we can be the breadwinners.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a little threatened by that. So to have women come together and support each other is so fantastic, and I for one want to be a part of it and help as many people.
Yeah, so we are so happy and lucky to have you on board the Women Entrepreneur. You are also our cover star for our August edition, which I'm so excited about. And my last question is, if you could give female entrepreneurs the very last tip of advice, what would that be?
You can have it all. You truly can. So don't think, oh, I either have to become a business person and forget about wife and kids, or I'm just going to be a wife and kids, which means I can't become a business person. You can have it all. So change your mentality into I can do it all. I can have it all, and you will be able to have it all.
That's amazing. And I think in terms of that, we need to do a selfie. Well, we'll call it a McFie. Let's do it. Just want to get to my phone. We just put the earphones down. Okay, can you see? Let me go. Okay,
I see it.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Got it. You are just so beautiful.
Oh, so are you.
Oh, thank you so much. No, you are, because I'm actually coming to the US in November, and you are in LA, right?
Yep. So if you come to LA, you have to let us know.
Yes, I will definitely do. There's actually direct flights to LA from Auckland. It's like a 10-hour flight, so that's crazy. So I will definitely let you know as soon as I am in LA. Lilly, thank you so very much for being with us today, spending 40 minutes with us of your time. I know your time is very valuable, and best of luck with your babies. Almost there. I think it's like, you know what? I think the start is always the hardest, and as you get used to it, it just gets easier. But no, you're gonna have so much fun. It's the best time of your life is coming in 3 months, 2 months time.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything that you do for so many other women. I am grateful and honored to be here.
Oh, thank you so very much. And I look forward to speaking with you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Woman Entrepreneur Podcast, the #1 success platform for female entrepreneurs. Visit our website, womanentrepreneur.co, for your daily motivation and business growth expert advice. Until next time, play big, think big, and impress yourself.